right, so we are going to do a whole standing sequence using the straps today, the hammock and the straps, and then we're going to come back down into the hammock and do a little restorative hip and heart opener as well. So some of it's going to be work and some of it's going to be nice and restorative and relaxing. Okay, so depending on how you want to start, I like to always add a little bit of challenge or effort before we come into whatever trick you're doing. So in my classes, I would always give the option from transitioning from the back of the hammock or the swing to the front. Instead of walking around, if you'd like to, you can reach up, grab your straps, which should be reachable for you guys. So the appropriate level for this, you would have your middle straps about shoulder height, your upper straps, handles, would be where you can reach up and grab them. Okay, so if you'd like to reach up, grab your upper handles, and we're gonna jump through the hammock. So you're gonna use upper body strength, you're gonna take a breath in, and on your exhale, hop up and through. So inhale first, on your exhale, knees up, and then control your descent down. Of course, you can do whatever fancy tricks you want to if you're a little more advanced with that. So we're in front of the swing to start. Okay, and then we're going to open up the hammock. Find the leading edge, open it up with your thumbs. So get both thumbs to the edge of that hammock there. Wrap the hammock around to the sides of your hips. You're gonna press down, don't jump. Allow the swing or the hammock to slide under your hips, lift your knees, and go ahead and just pull the fabric all the way under the thighs so that you're supported here. Okay, now we're gonna use our straps. So you're gonna reach around, grab each strap, lift the riser. So these little black notches here, you wanna, if they're down here, sometimes they move around depending on what trick you're doing. We can lift that up, get the handle out of the way, and I like to move it to the outside. So whatever way you're gonna put your foot in the strap here, you can move it out to the side. So I just moved mine out to the side. It can be inside or outside, it doesn't matter. Now you're gonna take the fabric and you're gonna open it up. So a lot of times it'll be bunched up. So go ahead and take your fingers and fan out the fabric. You're gonna place your foot into that fabric, okay? Now I like to place it right around the ball of the foot and the arch, okay? So you can also place it at the center of your arch, but I like to have it there to start. So it totally depends on what feels comfortable for you. I like to also have it on the arch depending on my practice or what the trick I'm doing, okay? So I'll just start here, and then the other side, do the same thing. Fan out the fabric, put it down, something on my toe. Now you're gonna take those black risers and you're gonna slide them down so that your feet are a little more secure. Okay, and again, I just wanna show you, this is actually, it is very close to my arch, so it's not actually over the ball of my foot, which would be right here. It's just at the base of it. So right at the base of the ball of the foot, you wanna keep the fabric there, okay? Now from here, we're gonna grab the swing with both hands. So reaching up, or excuse me, the straps. So the hammock is the thing you're sitting in, and the straps, what I'm referring to, are the things your feet are connected to. So we're gonna grab the straps with both hands, bend the knees, draw the heels toward the body, and from here we're gonna simultaneously stand up. So we're bringing our body weight into the straps and pull down with our hands. Okay, so you're gonna press down with your feet, keep them underneath your body, and pull up to a standing position. Now as soon as you come up, you have to squeeze your heels together. So toes toward the sky, heels are drawn toward one another, keeping everything nice and strong here. And if this is a little uncomfortable for you and you're getting used to this, then maybe just work on standing up first, and then you can sit back down if you're feeling too uncomfortable, which I'll show you how to do really fast if you want to. Reach back and grab the swing and the straps with both hands. So see, I release my hand, I reach back and grab the swing, keep pulling your heels together, and then you control your sit down. And the reason for that is because sometimes if you don't grab the swing, it's going to swing back behind you and you have a hard time finding it when you go to sit down, okay? So I'm gonna stand back up again. And by the way, this little rubber thing hanging here is just a piece of exercise equipment attached to my setup here, so it's unnecessary. All right, we're gonna reach back up, stand back up, heels back together. Now I'm going to show you the standing warrior twos. So from here, I'm going to start with my right foot. I'm going to turn my toes a little to the right, to about 45 degrees. Now this is important. This is where the strap has to go to the inside of the knee. So all you're going to do here is bring that strap and hug it in with your knee. So my right knee is hugging the strap tightly, shoulders pulled down. I'm still pressing down with the balls of my feet. And then we're going to start to bend the right knee, just like a regular yoga pose coming into warrior two. Shoulders are down. My back leg is nice and strong. Notice my toes are still facing forward. I'm still pulling in with my arms, and navel is drawing in and up. So a couple breaths, warrior two, gazing over that right shoulder, super strong for the inner thighs. And then to come back up, same thing, we press down and pull back up with the hands. Other side, 45 degrees. To the left, hug that swing into the inside of your left knee, shoulders down, belly in. Go ahead and breathe and come down into it. Now I kept my hands connected on the other side, but if you're feeling really strong and solid and balanced, and only if you are, you can release maybe one hand, play with releasing maybe your left hand to start, but you want to continue to make contact with the swing. It's very important, whatever you're doing, you're always making contact with some part of the swing. So I released both hands there. You can see I'm actually leaning into the swing a little bit here. Okay, coming back up. And then the last one, you can either grab the handles or continue to hold on to the strap. We're going to go into a straddle. Now this one is challenging. It's very difficult. It's a big inner thigh opener and strengthener at the same time. So here we go. You're going to pull with your hands. Let your feet go out to the side. Look, I keep my toes flexed. I'm sliding my hands down, but that doesn't need to happen. You can keep your arms in the same, or the hands in the same spot. Open up to where you feel comfortable. Of course, I slid down because I knew I have a bigger split here. So a couple breaths or whatever feels good. Take a breath in. To come up on an exhale, we pull with the arms and squeeze those inner thighs to back together and heels back together. You can do that a couple times if you're really feeling like you want a big workout. You can use the handles again, coming down, back up, inhale down, exhale up, maybe one more. Good, and then again to come down, we're gonna reach back one hand at a time. Release, grab the swing, release, grab the swing, swing and the straps. I keep my heels drawn together, and I'm gonna slowly sit down, lowering myself down into the hammock. So here I am back into the hammock. Now from here, we're gonna go into our little restorative heart opener, hip opener type of thing. I could have come straight into it, but I'm showing you step by step. Eventually you can flow right into that position I'm about to go into. So you're gonna grab the swing with both hands, all right, wrap it around. You're gonna slide your butt off of the hammock here, or the swing, I kind of interchange those words. And you're gonna place the hammock to the upper back. Okay, just like the standing warm-up that I do at the beginning of each swing practice usually, it's the same position, so slide forward, and then allow the swing to come into the upper back. And you can adjust the positioning there, so if you need to, bunch up the swing a little bit more, whatever. So you want to allow your hips to fall down toward the earth a little bit, get the feeling of that, do whatever feels good for your neck. You can interlace your hands, you can allow your arms to open up, and take a good amount of breaths here, because this is really, really nice, just to open up. You can also bring the feet together into Baddha Konasana. Allow your chest to open to the sky as you drop the head back. One of my favorite positions, okay? Now we're gonna go into our little hip swings and openers. So from here, both legs straight. You can hold on to the swing if you want. You can bring your hands back, doing whatever feels good here. A lot of times people will hold the swing or grab the handles wherever they're positioned. We're gonna swivel the feet to the right. So go ahead and just swivel. Now as you swivel, you're gonna bend your left knee. You can floint the toes, which is a point of your toe, but a point of the foot, but a flex of the toe. So drawing those legs over to the right. Now as I do that, I'm gonna drop my left knee toward the ground and get a nice big stretch here in that left side. Couple good breaths there. And I'm gonna switch. Right knee is gonna drop down toward the ground this time. So I'm actually actively pressing that right knee down and opening up to the left. Getting a nice big stretch in my right side body. That's the here. And then back to the center and to the other side. I'm going to bend both knees this time. So only doing what feels okay for your body. If this doesn't work or feel good for your knees at all, then of course don't go so deep. And then switch to the left. This feels amazing for me though. And back to center. Okay, now if you want to go into a little back bend here, a more active back bend, this is a nice one. You can reach up and grab your handles, take a breath in, and on your exhale, pull yourself up into a nice back bend. If it's too much for you, you can skip it otherwise. Pull up, chest up, bend your knees, press through the feet, keep your knees drawing toward one another, and you can drop your head back, open up. Take a couple breaths there, and then go ahead and set yourself back down. Now notice I came right into the hammock, which is a nice place to end. If you didn't, if you came back where we started, which is here, to come back into the hammock, you reach up with the swing, or with your hands, grab the swing, bend your knees, you can press down, and go ahead and sit back. Okay, from here, you can come straight out, or you can take a little restorative forward fold, walking your hands through the hammock, grabbing the straps, letting your head drop. Taking a couple breaths here. And then when you're ready, you can release your feet from the straps. And there you go. I'm sweating, so hopefully you are too.